The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Now Cook running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Here's Higgins out of the right side. Ball into 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Running left, it's Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
18, let's hit. South, south, south.
They're going for it. Here's Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
13 yards on the play.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Texans. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard
Ready for the
line.
2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. They run with Mixon. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 45 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries.
That's another Texans first down.
Here we go.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
18.
Mixon. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown, Texans. Jaden Higgins taking it in. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or 2, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Cook up the gut. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
First down, Buffalo.
Here's Cook again. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
On every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. Hurts completing this one quickly. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
It's a gain of 17.
Now Hurts looking to change the play. In motion, Hollins. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running back.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up on the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 70 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this we've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
On the quick, right? Hey, south. 18. What's that?
Inside handoff to Mixon. Now inside the 25. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for...
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Inside the 10. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Now the offense, they've really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped it.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Evo's been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Silver. Hey! 63.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Dumps it off to Mixon.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Stroud and company going for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Let's go for Texans.
Stroud looking to throw. Another one caught by Collins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
18.
Throwing now is Stroud. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Here's 3rd and goal now, back at the 11. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This situation in the fourth quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in, announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they'll set up with a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. That is caught. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. You give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
Throwing his Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this land out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bills' 46-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
118. South. 11.
Stroud. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
It's 4th down.
Uno.
4th down. Stroud going to try to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Hurts to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Hurts sets up to throw it. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Hurts. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bills passing game, get him down the field. They've got another 1st down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Buying time to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
A 33-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Here we go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And for one of the first times all night, he's going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
What 18? That's it. South.
Stroud out of the gun here. He's got it to Collins, complete.
A gain of 26 yards. First down.
Stroud to throw it. They'll roll him out right. This pass complete to Higgins. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. An option handoff here to Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Here is 3rd down and 4.
Loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Stroud. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Tony. 11. Hey, uno.
Back to throw. Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dalton Schultz from 13 yards out. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. That is into the hands of Coleman downfield. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. third quarter. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
That's to Cook out of the backfield. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 7.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you.
Great.
Throw left side complete. That's Coleman. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
They go play action with Hurts.
Rolling to his right. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. The Bills say they have it, and they do. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
Going up top. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Mac Hollins, 53 yards. And the Bills are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. The Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2.
Hurts will throw.
And he's going to get in for the 2 points. And that'll make this a 10-point game.
31. Bills 21.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Thank you, Texas.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 37.
Stroud working out of the gun.
Dumps it off to Nixon. No gain on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
11. Hey, Uno.
Here's Stroud. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Collins. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Again, it's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
This is Mixon on the draw. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins,
27 yards.
and the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Their own 29-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Down the left sideline.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Texans 38. Bills 28.
So down a couple scores, only one timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. The Bills say they have it, and they do. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. He's going to let this one go deep.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And his throw is incomplete.
And then folks just driving a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Here we go, let's go. Rock.
Now it's Mixon running right.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
That's good for the Texans. First down.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
3-yard line.
Back to Mixon on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Hey, one more. 118. What's that? Look the hot, look the hot. 11. Hey.
Stroud looking to throw.
Flush to his right. And this is caught. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That goes for a gain of 31.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1.
Brings up second and goal.
Whoa. Hey, uno.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
C.J. Stroud
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Texans are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
For the extra point.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
If I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their...
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Will Anderson
Able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, it's Hurts. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Mac Hollins, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Texans 45, Bills 35.
Down 2 scores, out of timeouts, a must recover if they're going to have any shot. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans hands team recovers. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Bills 35. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, what was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3.
Now back to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Here's Hurts to throw. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Great.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration in body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Go Silver, ready?
Hurts.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Keon Coleman, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
South.
Stroud back to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Why, Tony?
Here's Stroud.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
19 Texans. 18. Let's go. Look at hot.
4th down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on